Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Gemini August 19, 2024. The current Venus transit finds you well positioned to smooth over complicated problems and enjoying deeper connections and pursuits. Still, there are times when your affections or feelings are unusually complex. While this is a generally good time to seek out answers, the tendency can be to take it too far in the first half of the day. Try not to read so deeply into a situation that you lose objectivity. As the day advances, unexpected communications or schedule changes can be a little disorienting, but they can also stir creative thinking. Disorganized instructions or unnecessary distractions can frustrate you in the meantime. Aim to enjoy the randomness of current transits rather than worrying too much about how things will resolve. In truth, you'll be arriving at valuable insights shortly. Someone special can motivate you to refine plans and devise useful strategies. Take a step back and assess your landscape today and tomorrow. An earthquake is rumbling. It would be best to get ready for damage control. Your planetary ruler, electric Uranus, has been shaking it up in a retrograde in your solar house of home, family, and domesticity for many years, and he is feeling especially chaotic. He will arm wrestle with mental Mercury, who stands across the sky from you in your solar house of partnerships. A sudden conflict with your lover could take place at home, especially regarding your living situation, real estate matters, or how you've handled a family arrangement. Let go so that you can grow as a professional. Embrace your transformation when the moon in your sign conjuncts Pluto retrograde in your sign. Growing as a professional may require you to do some deep diving. Usually, you tend to be more realistic and logical about the changes in your life. But today's cosmic energy is encouraging you to accept and process how you feel about the changes you have made regarding your professionalism. Take your time reflecting on how far you have come as a professional today. If you don't already keep a dream journal, it's time to start. What we see in our dreams is often a direct message from the subconscious about new roads we need to take. It's not uncommon to see foods and forms of exercise, and other health practices, in your dreams. Paying attention to these unconscious messages is part of taking care of yourself. With time and dedicated attention, we become more skilled at recognizing the signs. Why be cut off from such a valid source of self-knowledge? This day is a serious and gravity-filled day as you question some of your most fundamental relationships. Don't leave anything to chance today. Above all, your thoughts will have to bring about effective changes. The vibrations of your number will push you to see far ahead, giving you the lucidity that could modify your personal and professional future. When the moon and Venus are in harmony, your heart, intuition, instincts, and imagination align positively. With the moon positioned in an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart, this enhances both your creativity and a sense of nostalgia. Meanwhile, a favorable aspect to Venus during her brief solo presence in your financial sector boosts your financial confidence without the need for overthinking. Mercury, the planet of communication, only retrograded back into your relationship sector 2 days ago, but he has returned when there is not only growing support from the planets in your communication sector, but just as this couldn't be more important. With the moon returning to Leo tomorrow to begin the lead up to a full moon that could put some pressure on your relationships, there is a chance to go into this with the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. As the moon enters Aquarius and aligns with Pluto retrograde, you might notice a surge of intense emotions bubbling up to the surface. It's one of those days when your feelings might seem to carry an extra weight, and it can be challenging to shake off what's on your heart and mind. If you're finding it hard to detach, don't worry, that's perfectly natural. We all have those moments when our emotions feel larger than life. But remember, how you manage those emotions makes all the difference. Think about a time when you were overwhelmed by a situation or decision, and instead of reacting impulsively, you took a step back. Maybe it was during a disagreement with a friend, or perhaps when faced with a tough call at work. You knew that diving headfirst into conflict wouldn't solve anything, so you gave yourself space to breathe. That's the kind of energy today is bringing, a gentle reminder that sometimes the best course of action is to take a step back, reflect, and give yourself the room you need to regain your composure. And that's okay. Giving yourself space doesn't mean you're avoiding the issue, it means you're wisely choosing the right time to address it. By postponing important conversations or decisions until you feel more balanced, you're setting the stage for better outcomes. After all, we make our best decisions when we're calm and centered. In the midst of this emotional intensity, it's important to approach your responsibilities with a sense of calm and intention. Have you ever noticed how, when you're in a steady, focused mindset, everything seems to fall into place a little more easily? That's the energy to tap into today. Take your tasks one at a time, and remember to be gentle with yourself as you navigate through the day. You don't have to have it all figured out in one go. And don't forget, amidst all the hustle and emotional processing, make sure you're carving out some time for joy. What activities light you up? Whether it's catching up with a friend, diving into a favorite hobby, or even just taking a walk outside, those small moments of happiness can make a big difference in keeping you balanced. When the world feels chaotic, these simple pleasures remind us that joy is always within reach. Now, for those of you who are single, today might bring an unexpected but welcome surprise. There's a certain charm in the air, and you might find yourself catching someone's eye, or perhaps someone catches yours. It's one of those days when new connections feel exciting and full of potential. If you're open to it, don't be afraid to explore where these moments could lead. But remember to stay grounded. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement, but taking things step by step will help you avoid rushing into anything too quickly. Speaking of decisions, today might not be the best day for making big purchases or financial investments. With the current cosmic influences, there's a higher risk of acting on impulse, which could lead to spending more than you intended. Whether that's financially, emotionally, or even in terms of your energy. When we're caught up in the moment, it's easy to overlook the bigger picture, so take a step back and give yourself time to reassess. There's no rush, and giving yourself a little breathing room can make all the difference. As you move through the day, stay mindful of your energy and emotions. It's okay to take things slow, to reflect, and to prioritize your well-being above all else. If you've been feeling a bit off balance, what are some ways you can reconnect with your inner calm? Maybe it's talking through your thoughts with a close friend, practicing mindfulness, or simply giving yourself permission to pause and breathe. Whatever it is, know that taking care of yourself is always the right move.